Hi everybody and welcome back to these videos on cascading style sheets. Okay, if you look at the screen you can see that I've added some more styles to my page. So on the H3 tag I've now added font family and I've created a Arial option, and I've added some font sizes using the pixel property, so 18 pixels for H3, 16 pixels for H4, etc. And I've also added some styles to the body. I've changed the colour to white, so all the text in the page will be white. Obviously any text behind these heading tags will be converted to the colour I've specified in them, and the background colour will be black. Not a particularly pretty looking site, but the reason I've done that is just to demonstrate it's easier to see, it's more obvious. Okay, so what you need to do is, if you've not already had a little play around with CSS and added some styles, at least emulate what I've done, copy what I've done, in other words. Okay, so if you just pause the video and then we'll continue. Okay, what we need to do next is we need to add a style tag, and we need to add this in the heading. Okay, so you can put it after the title, and I've got style type equals in brackets, in speech marks text /CSS, close speech marks, and then I close my style tag off. Okay, so just save that, and then go into your style sheet and just copy it, and then just paste it in between that style tag. Okay, save the changes. Now if you go to your page and refresh your browser, and you'll see that nothing's happened. I've been playing around with it, so mine looks slightly different to yours. What you need to do is make some changes. Okay, so let's make that 10 pixels, H3 10 pixels, and if we save that, go in our browser, refresh it, you'll see that the main headings have gone from 10 pixels. What's interesting with this, or what you need to be aware of, is the fact that we're still linking to that external style sheet. However, our new styles is being overridden by the external one. In other words, our embedded style, that 10 pixels, is overriding the external one. If I was to say delete the body style, now what would you expect on? Would you expect the body tag styles to disappear? If we refresh, no, it stays exactly the same. Don't forget you are still linking to an external style sheet. Now the purpose of this video really is to demonstrate the fact that the embedded method, syntax wise, is not very different to adding a external style sheet, and also that the embedded method would overwrite what the external method does. So if we change that one to say 10 as well, I'll tell you what, let's change some colour. Let's make the colour of the main headings white. So I've done some changes there. If I refresh it, and you'll see that things are changing. So the embedded method will overwrite the external method. Get used to the syntax, have a play around with it. Don't forget this style tag needs to be within the head of the page, and then you just put your styles in, your CSS, the same syntax as you have done with the previous exercise. Pause the video and then we'll continue in a minute. Okay, hopefully you've done that. Now we're back and we're going to look at another method called the inline method. So this is the third and final method that we're going to look at. The inline method actually goes inside the tag. So I'm going to go inside the H3 tag, and here's one I've prepared earlier. I'm actually going to change the colour, and I'm going to put a new property in called margin left. I'm going to set it to 20 pixels. Syntax wise, you add a attribute to the tag that you want to affect. So this is a new property of the tag, style equals, and then in speech marks your actual CSS. Again, the CSS structure within there is identical to the other structures of external and embedded. Okay, so if I save that, and now what should happen is the h3 tag will be overwritten. There we go, so it's gone 20 pixels in and it's changed to Sienna. Okay, and just to reiterate on that, if we go back to that tag, if we add another one, so semicolon, font dash size, colon, if we set it to 20 pixels so it's nice and big. Okay, save that, back to my page, refresh it, and you'll see that the main heading has changed. You will notice that the other H3 tags have not changed, they've stayed the same. That's because it's closed off there, so all these will not be affected. So if I wanted to affect those as well, I would have to put it in each of those, like so. So unit code and that reference number should change now, but the others will still stay the same. So the embedded method the inline method is quite long-winded. You've got to do every individual tag. However, the inline method will overwrite the other two methods of embedded and external. Embedded will overwrite external. External has least priority, however it's the most useful one, and that's the one that we're going to be focusing on. But you need to have an understanding of these other two methods, inline and embedded. Okay.